Another Friday, another XUR day. You know what time it is, my friends. Our tentacle face friend is here, and I think he has some interesting wares for us to take a look at today. As always, my friends, if you want to show some support, hit that thumbs up for your boy, and let's get into this. So he's got an interesting selection this week. Dragon Shoutout's a really good exotic if you're a hunter. Ursa Furiosas are kind of rubbish, and I don't even know what those do, so I ain't gonna comment on that. Let me get my exotic. Give me some Junies, man. I need some June Marchers. Ah, you son of a gun. And let's have a look at his weapons. He's got a rangefinder, Demolitionist, Whispering Slab, which has no accuracy. He's got an Imperial Needle with Killing Wind and Swashbuckler, which again is a pretty good roll. Now this is the thing that's interesting me. It's a Brass Attacks. This is from the Season of the Chosen, and you can get this now from Dares of Eternity. He's selling a really nice roll, to be fair. Look at this roll. This is pretty damn good. The only thing that's not so great is the masterwork. And the thing that's unique about this weapon is it has 13 zoom. The only other sidearm that has this much zoom is Drang. And of course, we all know how deadly Drang is. So yeah, this might be the one that I take into PvP here. But let's take a look at the rest of the stuff he's got. Killing Wind Rampage. Got some really good perks on a lot of his weapons. Killing Wind Swashbuckler. You got Rangefinder on that bow. Killing Wind Rampage. Quick Draw High Impact Reserves. That's pretty mid. He's got a machine gun with Tunnel Vision and Rampage, and then he's got a third Axiom with Quick Draw and Multi-Kill Clip, which is not bad either, to be fair. Yeah, he's got some pretty solid stuff on sale this weekend, I'm not going to lie. Now, let's go over to the exotics. Surplus on the Hawkmoon, and then he's got a Moving Target, 50 Stability, Dead Man's Tail. So, my friends, if you want to hit headshots whilst aiming at your enemy's toes, make sure you pick this weapon up today. What we are going to do is take this Brass Attacks and show you what a 13 zoom aggressive burst sidearm can really do inside the Crucible. So guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, subscribe. It really helps out. Turn on those notifications and let's get into the gameplay. It remains a mystery to me personally why two sidearms in the game, namely Drang and this sidearm right here, the Brass Attacks, have more zoom than every other sidearm. Now Drang's zoom was so high that it got nerfed that now it's level with Brass Attacks. But as far as I'm aware, every other sidearm in the game aside from these have a zoom value of 12, whereas Brass Attacks and Drang are now sitting at a zoom value of 13. Essentially, if you think about it, it's like both of these sidearms just have rangefinder built into them for no reason, because rangefinder essentially increases your zoom and gives you a really hefty chunk of range. You can see my roll as well. We had Frenzy and we procced it here, and it was pretty disgusting. The roll that XUR's selling is really not one to sleep on. Now, Season of the Chosen weapons are available in Dares of Eternity on a rotation, along with a few other really good weapons from different seasons. But obviously, you know, Dares of Eternity has been out for a long time, and sometimes you don't want to just sit in Dares of Eternity to get some random obscure gun. That's where XUR comes into play. Now, in this one lobby that I was in here, it was like I joined the Archers Association lobby, because everybody in this lobby apart from me was using a bow. But they weren't like really good with them. They were just all using bows. It was kind of weird. And I was just in there going pew, 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 pew. Now, unlike Drang, the archetype here is a 2-burst. So think Empirical Evidence. That's probably the most commonly used 2-burst sidearm in the game. However, Empirical Evidence does not have the same zoom as Brass Attacks. It's that zoom value that really makes this thing stand out. With it being, ooh, chaperone to the face. Oh, my buddy, I think this fella teabagged me the last time we played. Didn't you, lad? Didn't you? I'm like an elephant. I never forget, brother. I never forget. Anyway, we're on Anomaly now in Rumble. And yeah, this gun is buttery smooth. We don't have the full auto mod on. We have the full auto setting on. And we have a targeting adjuster on this thing. So that gives us a whopping 94 aim assist on this sidearm. On top of that, we've got Surplus, which is giving us big benefits to our stability and our handling. We've got 2 reload mods, and we've got Frenzy as well. So Frenzy, when you've been in combat for an extended duration of time, gives you a damage buff, handling buff, reload buff. So, oh wow, chaperone to the body. I love it, mate. I love it. So when you have all of these things active, like probably one of the big weaknesses of this archetype would probably be they've got pretty like mid or bad handling for the most part, and they feel a little bit clunky. This thing does not feel clunky. We've got full auto on the settings. We've got over 90 aim assist. Handling is insane. Reload speed is crazy. The damage is ridiculous. Ouch. Exalted Truth from the side. Yeah, this thing is actually disgusting. Surplus Frenzy. The cool thing with this roll as well, I would say, is that you could get good value out of this roll in PvP and PvE, and I love weapons like that, where, you know, you don't need to change roles. Oh, we traded the Chaperone Joust. You don't need to change roles. You don't need to do nothing. It's just good. If you get Frenzy active, you're going to be destroying everything. It doesn't matter whether it's PvP or PvE. I'll give you a little tip. Oh, look at this little 3-piece though. Look at that. That's clean. That's clean. This gun is clean, guys. I'll give you a little tip. With Frenzy, try and spam your reload. Even when you're like, don't need to reload, just spam reload. Sometimes I'll find myself not in combat, but I will proc reload just by, I'll proc Frenzy just by hitting my reload a bunch. Obviously, whilst also being in combat. The big weakness of Frenzy is not being able to necessarily control when it activates. But if you're an aggressive player, which I like to think I am, you know, you will get some good mileage out of Frenzy in PvP. And even if you don't, we've got surplus on this weapon, and we've got full auto, and we've got 13 zoom, and you have a naturally hard-hitting archetype weapon here. This thing hits like a truck. It doesn't matter whether you've got Frenzy or not. Mind you, we do have Frenzy right now, so hitting 52 to the head, which is nothing short of absolutely disgusting. It has to be said. Now, our boy's going to try and rush in with the Shap. Not today, my friend, not today. And don't think I forgot last time, brother. Like I said, I'm like an elephant. I never forget. Out. Puffy with the Trespasser. Like I said, this thing's farmable, but who wants to play Dares of Eternity for old weapons? I mean, maybe we do. There's not much else to do. You know what I'm saying? And maybe you're a big fan of the 2-burst archetype of Sidearm. And if you are, then this is an absolute must purchase, in my opinion. It's a must purchase because the power that this thing has, the stability that it has, the damage, the everything. This gun is insane. But most of all, it's the zoom. Using a 2-burst sidearm with this amount of zoom is something you've probably never done before. So it's worth giving this gun a try. It's a unique weapon within the context of Destiny 2's sandbox. Because like I said, this and Drang are the only sidearms that rock this level of zoom. And I'm telling you, some people don't realize how much difference zoom makes. Ooh, he was going for it. I don't think so though, buddy. I do not think so. I'm taking this match, my friend. GG's though. GG's indeed. Oh, we've got weapons of light, so I'll just stand there with 1 HP. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Ooh. I think there's something coming. Do you hear that? You snooze, you lose, my friend. Come on, huh? You kidding me? Guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Grab this sidearm from XUR. It is absolutely nasty. Thank you guys for all the support on the videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.